Alright, so let's talk 311. On October 25th, they released their 14th studio album. It's pretty phenomenal that, same group of guys have been together for at least, been around for 30 years, at least, putting music out for 30 years. I think they got together even before that. Their new album is Full Bloom. This is a follow up to their last album, Voyager. On my first reactions, I like this album a lot better than their last two albums. Mosaic was a bit disappointing to me. There's only a few songs I like off Voyager. I felt like Voyager, they went to some more like standard mainstream sounding, almost poppy mainstream rock songs. This one, they described it as 311 on steroids. I don't know if I quite agree with that, but yeah, it's definitely a return to their typical style. I liked a lot of songs I thought were really fun. It has that same, beachy, summertime sound. So it's kind of disappointing that, it came out in October. It's definitely a summer sounding album, which is, I think their expertise. They have like the sounds of summer, so it's a little disappointing that it came out so late and didn't come out in time for the summer season. The first track off this album is "You're Gonna Get It." It's, that was kind of kind of a basic sounding modern rock song. Maybe my least favorite off this album. I actually did a video reaction to it. You can go check that out on my channel a few months ago when they released that. Like I said, least favorite song. It's catchy though, good hooks. And the next track is Need Somebody. This track I like a lot. It's very upbeat. Has a great vocal hook done by Nick Hexum and S.A. Martinez, joins in with him. Definitely upbeat, good riff to it. And I love it was very characteristic of 90s bands who use like harmonics in the song. That's where lightly rest your hand on the strings and it makes this like metallic-y sounding feedback sound. And I'm glad to hear Tim use those kind of riffs. It has some of Tim's signature. I think he uses the octaver pedal for like lead parts and solo parts, and even like heavier riffs. He will put like the octaver and like have it kind of that lower, dry and wet sound of the octaver in there. And I really like that. It's a great one of his signature moves. One of his signature riffs he writes there. And so track number 3 is the title track, Full Bloom. So this is very more characteristic of their later stuff. More this kind of bubbly sort of, you got Tim using the wah pedal a lot to get that wah 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 sound, and I like that a lot. It's fun. You can see yourself like skateboarding or surfing to that. Really good bass line. It's catchy. Really stands out. This is a real fun track. It has that like bubbly sound with the wah pedal and the clean channel, good bass line, and then it breaks down to a heavier rock chorus. I could just see myself, in the summertime, cruising down the road, the windows down, just enjoying a beautiful day. So we move on to track 4, and that is Friend. So Friend is a slower rock jam, has a slow, distorted riff. Actually, it sounds very 90s alternative. I swear it sounds like another song. I can't think of which song it is. It sounds very familiar. Very similar to something else. I'll probably think of it later, but So now we move on to track 5. We got Mountaintop. I do like this track a lot. It's very upbeat, combination of rock. I swear it sounds like, what's that song? The I Want Candy. It has that riff from that song, the I Want Candy. So now we move on to track 6, New Heights. So we have more of a mid-tempo sort of, it's a ballady song. Tim's using a lot of clean and echo, delay and reverb on this song. Another song I could drive down drive down the road with the windows open, wind in my hair. Yeah, I like that one. This one a lot. I'll probably listen to this a lot. And now for track sevens, and track seven is Days Go By. Another slower tempo song, has a nice groove to it, and I really dig the groovy songs. I like the flow in Nick's voice in this song. Always love I love the tone of his voice. And track 8 is Persimmon. I think I'm saying that right. Like the soft, flowing intro that this song has. Very soothing, very relaxing. If you're having a stressful day, just put this song on. And we're on to track 9, All You've Seen. This has that very reggae intro to it. A lot of wah pedal in there. Love that style from 311. I love, I call it white boy reggae, because, no, white boys make it. And obviously, this song is about, them looking back on their career, talking about the early days of 311, traveling around in a van, and I guess reflecting on where they were, where they are now. It's pretty incredible. Of course, they're reflecting on 30 years of making music. They're underrated in a lot of ways, I think. I don't think they get as much big praise as other bands do, even though they've been consistent over the years. They've always deliver. They haven't varied from their sound too much, like a lot of other bands do. A lot of bands, either try to change their sound too much. 311's always stuck with who they are, despite musical trends, despite changes in the music landscape, and I hope they keep on, trucking for more years. I think they're in their 50s now, but they could keep going. There are other older bands that they're still playing into their 70s, like Aerosmith. So now we're on the last track, Brave or Braver. This track is quintessential 311, groovy, great rap vocals by S.A. Martinez. Good good beat to it, and they're combining it with that rock guitars and slap bass. And it brings in a great rock verse. The the voices are just they're just flying and flowing, and makes you feel like you're flying through the air. S.A. Martinez and Nick Hexum always do a great job of harmonizing together. Their voices contrast each other, and they go so well together. Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's a great beat, groovy, good guitars, good musicianship. So I guess in conclusion, I give this album at least a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it a lot. Not quite up there with their classic stuff, but still really a good, solid album from a solid band. It's just been, trucking along for decades. They're just, pros at what they do. So I recommend you check it out. You probably listen to the album along with me talking here. And if you'd heard it already, tell me what you think. Give your opinion down in the comments. Subscribe. I hope to do more videos like this. I also do, I play guitar. I do guitar videos, so check those out too. And have a good day. See you later.